He's sad to rotate on the TV and never see a dark person or an Arabic identity, says Najat Driouk, who is potential to be Catalonia's at first woman Moslem MP. She says she is utilized to creature a young pioneer, as the at first lady of her society to include won a literature award and lost to college. I don't wish my family to afflict part of which his my grandparents incurred, or a block of which I also. I wish them to discover a community how is including, equivalent and recognizes variety. She arriving in Catalonia of Morocco in her parent as a 9-year-old, in 1990. She has been a society employee for her regional justice in Masnou, a city external Barcelona, for 17 years. She is campaign in the midst of a policy meltdown sparked by the ex-Catalonian by the government's illicit proclamation of autonomy. The new provincial poll, named by the Spanish by the government, is on Thursday. In spite not creature a term of any policy side, she coordinated to accede the election listing for the Republic leftward of Catalonia, to get her struggle versus superstition to a high standard. The UG hopes to win a most in some pro-fee independence parties in procedure to reinforce Catalonia's institutions and go on the driving for exit of Spain. I am take the move at such a complex period for Catalonia since I trust he's required to civilize portion of community, how minority group that believes how else minority group is other class, Ms. Driouk told. Where are 515,000 Muslim in Catalonia, consisting nearly 15% of the people. Ms. Driouk is permanent versus which she describes as racist fomented by several political community in Catalonia. The applicant for Main Secretary Mariano Rajoy's famous side, Xavier Garcia Albiol, drew critique of against racism campaigners for the motto, Clean Badalona. He utilized it as mayoress of How City, that has brought a big migrant people. In her society job, Ms. Driouk says she is floored once again in cases of discrimination, for sample medical staff who are not recognized in hospitals since they carry a scarf, and graduates whose CVs are neglected since of his Moslem names. While you are slight and you say Catalonian and Spanish so, human beings say how sugary. Later you get older, you begin to say up and discussion things, and how doesn't go downward so. Now thou a competing. So which do we wish? To be loved the at first general, how just came there to pure, or the ones who competitive for the identical official position. They said us how to be regular countrymen we had to research, and we've investigated. How we had to take part in community, and we are making how. So wherever is the issue. In a examination of other generation migrant in Spain, transferred out by Princeton, Clemson and Miami universities, 20% told they had incurred discrimination in the history 3 year. Amongst the family of Moslem migrant the focus was more in specific components of the nation, consisting Catalonia's economical hub Barcelona, wherever a quantity of complaints of police force oppression were informed. In several occasions the can include a drama effect, in how vision oneself as a other class individual, or sense bounded to specific ghetto areas, can conduct to the ensuing consequences we all aware on, told Alejandro Ports of Princeton College. The jihadists who attacked Barcelona and Cambrils in August were all family of Moroccan parent who had excited to the Catalonian city of Ripoll, wherever they came by the impact of a drastic imam. Mohammed El Gaidouni, lead in Catalonia of the Association of Muslim Communities in Spain, UCIDE, says enlarged company operation among the authorities and Muslim organizations would bring the hazard of radicalization. We wish sectarian manual to get location in the schools and not in uncontrollable places, he told. He charged the Catalonian authorities of possessing neglected and treaty among the Spanish country and Muslim society to propose classes in Islamic to family whose parent desire it, setting them on a par in believer families. On to UCIDE, where are 82,000 family of Muslim families in country formation in Catalonia in no Muslim manual accessible. Where should as well be company operation in the by the government to enable Muslim to building his places of worshipping in town centers and not on the suburb, and recognize specific sectarian holidays, adds Mr. El Gaidouni. Such a measures will conduct us to a normalization and stabilization of sectarian experience. The Catalonian by the government was sacked by Spain's main secretary Rajoy in October, following the autonomy proclamation. Madrid superimposed straight guideline, by disaster constitution powers. The ex-lead, Oriol Junqueras, and else term of the ex-Catalonian by the government stay in guardianship, time creature studied for uprising and some offences associated to the autonomy driving. 7 other were liberated on collateral, and 5, consisting ex-CEO Carles Puigdemont, fled to Belgium. Ms. Drioch says she is to the law of the human beings to solve if Catalonia should be portion of Spain, refusal to show if she is pro-independence herself.